Video 1, November 6th, 5th. Ellie Pierce, Amanda Hart. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Hi, Sarah. Come on in.
Thanks.
It's good to see you. Have a seat.
Thank you.
So you had an opportunity to fill out some paperwork, which I've read over. And I gathered from that you're experiencing big depression and maybe that it's kind of immobilizing you. Before we start, since this is our first session, I'm just going to very quickly cover the fact that pretty much anything that is said between us is totally confidential, that I am here exclusively for your benefit, but that if you tell me that you plan to do harm to yourself or to another, or if I am subpoenaed as the result of harm done to someone or yourself, I would have to break confidentiality. Everything else that's said in these sessions is totally between you and me and the chairs.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So tell me, what brings you to my office?
Well, the reason that I'm here is that a few months ago, my husband and I got divorced. We'd been married for about 12 years. And I've just been having a really hard time coping, trying to raise my children by myself now. I have to go find a job to be able to support myself and my children, and I've never worked, so I feel like I don't have the skills to even go find a job that's going to pay well.
Wow.
And just that, I've just really depressed about the whole situation.
Sure. So you were married a long time?
12 years.
Wow, yeah. So that was a real blow to have your life change so rapidly. In so many ways. You not only lost a life partner, and you have kids?
I do. I have 3.
Okay, and they're handling this how?
Not very well at all. My oldest is, I have one son, Cody, who's 11, and then I have 2 daughters that are 9 and 6, but I think Cody's probably taking it the hardest. Him and his dad did a lot of things together, a lot of activities, and he's just, he's really taking it hard with it only being every other week that he sees him.
So the visitation schedule is such that he sees, do the girls see him on the same schedule?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, it's every other week about
every other
something.
week. And that's making it tough for Cody, particularly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. How are the girls handling it?
They're upset about it as well. I mean, I think they're handling it a little bit better than Cody is, but I mean, they're definitely, they miss their dad and they miss the family unit.
Wow, that is really tough. So you're feeling sad, a loss kind of sad, and an overwhelmed kind of sense since you need to get out and find a job. So what I'm getting from this is that what you need me to help you do is work through that sadness and strategize where to go from here.
Right.
Is that
right.
feels right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you were to choose between those two things, where would you like us to start?
Right now, I think the most important thing would be that I need to feel better about myself so I can help my kids.
Okay. So there's a component of your sadness that's tied to the way your kids are feeling too then.
Yeah, I'm sure that they see mom upset and it makes them upset. And it's,
Sure.
I mean, I try not to let them see that, but, when you feel a certain way and you feel like the weight of the world is on you, it's hard to fake a smile sometimes.
Sure. And tell me how it would feel if you didn't fake a smile for them.
I would feel like a failure as a mother, to be honest. I mean, I feel like I need to be their support system, so I need to be strong for them right now.
That's a lot to carry. That's probably feels really heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how's that going? How's that working?
Some days, it goes okay some days, but, if I'm busy but then it catches up to me eventually, and it's like having a breakdown, at least once a week, or an anxiety attack, and, it's not efficient, and there's got to be a better way.
Yeah. So you feel like you have good days and bad days?
Mm-hmm.
And more good days or more bad days?
even.
About even.
Mm-hmm.
You putting about the same amount of energy into either kind of day?
When I have the bad days, I feel like I don't have any energy. I kind of I could stay in bed the whole day and that would be fine.
So tell me about one of those days.
Well, just the other day, I got a call from him, and he was going to come pick up the kids, and he had his girlfriend in the car with him, and it just felt like a low blow, and
Ouch.
I didn't think he would have his new girlfriend around our children. I thought that was completely wrong.
Yeah.
But,
So there was an infidelity that was part of the marriage.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I found out that he had been having an affair for about a year and a half with a woman that he worked with. So
That was what precipitated the final breakup?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. After that, I was done. I mean, I didn't want to do counseling. I felt deceived and betrayed and lied to for a year and a half, and I thought it wouldn't set a good example for my kids to have that.
I see. So, tell me about how you would set a good example for your kids. How would you model to them?
Well, I want to show them, the importance of a relationship and respecting and loving, and I want them to see that, mom's going to go and work, and provide for them, but, right now it's really difficult, so I don't know, sometimes I feel like I try to get a solution and then I feel like I can't.
So I hear you saying that finding a job is sort of tied to modeling good behavior to your kids, but that's important.
Yeah, I mean, taking care of my family is what I want to show, that, their mom can be relied on and dependable, and that they know their mom loves them, and, I feel like they think that they're kind of a sense of abandonment now that the family's broken up, and I want to be that support system. I want them to know it is a constant, that I'm always going to be there.
So that feels good to you to undertake that.
Right, when I can do it, but on my bad days, I mean, I feel like a total failure in that, they're seeing their mom hurt and they're seeing me upset, and that breaks my heart for them to see that.
Sounds like you're really in pain for both yourself and your kids.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's tough, gosh. Tell me about a good day then.
On a good day, I can just push everything to the back of my mind, and I'm not thinking about, I'm not married anymore, and that I'm not thinking about the stressors. I'm just I'm doing it. I'm going about my day, and I'm taking care of things, and I'm, if things get done around the house, or, the little tasks that need to get done, then I feel good, and my kids and I have a good day, then it feels good. But, the reality might hit the next day that, I don't have a job, and finding a job that's going to pay good in this economy, it's just, if things kind of hit and they just...
Yeah, so you have days when you feel like it's more doable than others.
Mm-hmm.
And the days when it doesn't feel doable are the ones when you get really depressed.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's a lot to carry, that is. If you could give your kids a single good feeling, can you describe it or put a name to it?
Just worry-free.
Mm-hmm.
That would be my biggest thing.
So you feel like they're concerned that they're not only heartbroken about losing their dad, but that they're afraid for just bare roof over their head necessities.
Yeah, just, I guess, the unknown.
Yeah.
Just, I want them to not worry about adult things. I want them to be kids.
Yeah. Is that most common with one of the kids rather than all of them, or is it throughout?
I really think Cody would probably be the one that's having the hardest time.
So, can you want to tell me a little more about how it's hard for Cody?
Well, he's just, I got a call from the school a little while ago. He just wasn't really participating, kind of withdrawing.
Yeah.
The teachers were worried, and so I had to explain to them what was going on.
That
you know,
must have been
I try to
painful.
talk to him, but he doesn't, he doesn't, I don't know if he's just worried that it's going to upset me, you know, so I'm going to have him in counseling too. So.
That's good. That's good. The little girls then, not so much?
Yeah, not as much. I mean, a little bit, but I mean, they're actually doing, and I don't know, just because the 9-year-old and the 6-year-old are, you know, they're sisters and they kind of bond, and I think they're each other's support system, and
Oh, that's good.
you know, they know that, yeah,
That's good.
and they're more comfortable talking to me about things than Cody is, so I think that's helped.
So do you feel like he might be lonely?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
Mhm.
he's got 3 girls now. No,
Right.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's
Never
kind
thought
of
about
tough.
it that way.
Wow. Well, if you were going to, how shall I put this? If you were going to work for more than just the goals of feeling better yourself and by extension having your kids feel better and being ready to go look for a job, would there be any other task that you think we should work on while we work together?
No, those are really just, you know, my biggest things right now.
All right. Well, that's awesome. So, if you feel up to it, would you like to do a little planning session in our next meeting? Or do you, and I guess basically what I'm saying is that when we come back together the next time,
Mm-hmm.
if you feel up to it, we'll get a pencil and paper out and we'll write down some things maybe. Or you could even be doing that between now and then. If you don't feel up to it, then just think about what it was that kept you from doing that.
Okay.
And we'll talk about that.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Well, in the meantime, feel better.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate you meeting with me.
It's my pleasure.
Thanks.